Kylie Minogue is a renowned Australian singer-songwriter and actress. She started her career at a very young age by appearing in Australian television series, such as Skyways, The Sullivans, The Henderson Kids, and Neighbours. It was Neighbours that helped her gain recognition in the UK. Subsequently, an English record company decided to give her a break. Over the years, Kylie has given many hit albums, such as Kylie Minogue, Fever, Rhythm of Love, Body Language, etc. She has worked in many movies as well. Her concerts are considered to be iconic, and she is a style icon all over the world. Her energy and public persona have led people and media to constantly compare her with Madonna. While Madonna is known as the Queen of Pop, Kylie is called the Princess of Pop. As far as her personal life is concerned, she suffered from breast cancer, but fought it bravely and survived. After her recovery, she made it a point to talk about her fight with cancer in order to encourage and inspire people struggling from cancer. Childhood v. Early life. Kylie Minogue was born on May 28, 1968, in Melbourne, Australia, to Ronald Charles Minogue, an accountant, and Carol Minogue, former stage dancer from Wales, Australia. She was raised in Surrey Hill in Melbourne and was sent to Camberwell High School. She is the eldest of 3 children. Kylie, along with her sister Dani, began her career as a child artist, appearing on Australian television. When Kylie was only 12, she did small roles in soap operas like Skyways, The Sullivans, and The Henderson Kids. Her big break in the entertainment industry came with her role of Charlene Robinson, a tomboy car mechanic, on one of the most popular Australian soap operas Neighbours in 1985. Career. After her big break, Kylie got noticed at a benefit concert where she performed a song called The Locomotion along with other cast members of Neighbours. She was noticed by the executives of the music industry, and in 1987, she signed a contract with an Australian recording company called the Mushroom Records. The Locomotion spent 7 weeks at the top of the Australian music charts and became the highest-selling song in Australia in the 1980s. In 1988, the huge success of The Locomotion led the British music producers, Stock, Aitken, and Waterman, to sign her with their record labels in order to make her an international star. This led to the production of her debut album Kylie. One particular track from the album titled I Should Be So Lucky became an international favorite. In 1989, Kylie recorded another album called Enjoy Yourself with her Neighbours co-star and then boyfriend Jason Donovan. The duets from this album became chart toppers. Her popularity was spiraling up, and she was cast to play the lead role of Lola Lovell in the 1989 Australian coming-of-age movie The Delinquents. The film transformed her image from an adorable pop star to a sexy movie star. In 1990, Kylie came up with her third album Rhythm of Love. This time, her album had several peppy dance numbers which changed her girl next door image. With her third album, she targeted a wide range of audiences. She also focused on designing her music videos. Her hit single Better the Devil You Know from the album showcased her flamboyant and sexy side. In 1991, Kylie's fourth album Let's Get To It failed to reach the top 10 of the UK albums chart. Singles like If You Were With Me Now, Give Me Just a Little More Time, and Word Is Out belong to this album. In order to promote the album, Kylie embarked on the Let's Get To It tour. By this time, her contract was done with Stock, Aitken, and Waterman. Kylie decided not to renew the contract as she felt that she had creative differences with them. By this time, Kylie had adopted a style of her own. In 1993, she signed a contract with Deconstruction Records and released her fifth album called Kylie Minogue, which did very well in Europe and Australia. This was the time when she made a friendly appearance in the hit comedy sitcom series The Vicar of Dibley. She appeared in Australia's Who magazine's list of 30 most beautiful people in the world. Subsequently, director Stephen E. D'Souza cast her opposite Jean-Claude Van Damme in Street Fighter. In 1996, she collaborated with the Manic Street Preachers and recorded an album called Impossible Princess. She changed the title of the album to Kylie Minogue in the UK after the sad demise of Diana, Princess of Wales. It turned out to be the lowest-selling album of her career. However, the album was a hit in Australia and remained on the albums chart for 35 weeks. In 2000, she was dropped by her recording company Deconstruction Records and was taken up by Parlophone. The same year, she released her seventh album Light Years, which featured a collection of various disco dance numbers. This album did very well in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. The hit single Spinning Around from the album became her #1 track in the UK in 10 years. The album also featured a duet called Kids with Robbie Williams. In 2001, she came up with her 8th album Fever. The album sold 8 million copies throughout Australia, Europe, and the United States. The single Can't Get You Out of My Head became the most successful single of her career. In 2002, she toured the world to perform her Kylie Fever 2002 concert, which turned out to be her biggest production. In 2005, Kylie was diagnosed with breast cancer, which led to the cancellation of the Australian leg of her hugely popular tour Showgirl. She had to undergo immediate medical treatment. After this, she underwent surgery and then chemotherapy. During this time, she urged the media and fans to help keep her privacy. In 2005, Kylie released her digital single Over the Rainbow. Subsequently, media started reporting that her health was improving and that she was recording material for her next album. She started preparing for her upcoming tour Showgirl Homecoming. In 2006, her children's book titled The Showgirl Princess, which she wrote during her recovery, was released. During this time, she also launched her perfume brand Darling. In 2007, Kylie released an album called X after a gap of 4 years. This was her 13th album and contained 13 tracks that were recorded in London, Stockholm, and Ibiza. This was also the year when Kylie appeared in a documentary called White Diamonds, which was directed by her friend and stylist William Baker. The documentary is behind the scenes of her 2006 Showgirl tour. In 2009, Kylie, along with English comedians James Corden and Matthew Home, hosted the Brit Awards 2009. It was said at the time that she added glamour and charm to the award function. In 2009, she also appeared in the song Chiggy Wiggy from the Bollywood movie Blue. In 2010, Kylie released her studio album Aphrodite. The album was executive produced by Stuart Price, who also contributed to the lyrics along with Kylie, Calvin Harris, Jake Shears, Narana Pallet, Pascal Gabriel, Lucas II, Tim Rice-Oxley, and Kish Move. In 2011, she embarked on her Aphrodite, Les Folies tour and traveled to Europe, North America, Asia, Australia, and Africa. This was the biggest tour of her life. In 2012, Kylie Minogue began K25, a year-long celebration of her 25 years in the music industry. In October 2012, she released the compilation album The Abbey Road Sessions. The album contained reworked and orchestral versions of her previous songs. Kylie released her studio album Kiss Me Once in 2014. The album featured artists like Sia Furler, Mike Del Rio, Cutfather, Pharrell Williams, MNEK, and Ariel Rechtshaid. She signed a new record deal with BMG Rights Management in February 2017. On June 28, 2019, Kylie Minogue released her greatest hits compilation called Step Back in Time, the definitive collection, featuring New York City as its lead single. Awards v Achievements. Released in 2001, Fever, with the biggest hit single of Kylie's career Can't Get You Out of My Head, got her 2 ARIA awards, including the Most Outstanding Achievement Award. It also earned her 2 Brit Awards under the Best International Female Solo Artist and Best International Album categories. Kylie was made Order of the British Empire (OBE) for her excellence in music and entertainment industry. She told the media that she felt very touched and honored to receive an accolade like this. In 2007, the 4th waxwork of Kylie was unveiled at Madame Tussauds in London. Only Queen Elizabeth II has more models. A bronze cast of Kylie's hands was added to Wembley Arena Square of Fame in London the same year. Personal life v legacy. Kylie was in a romantic relationship with French actor Olivier Martinez since 2002. They broke up in the year 2007. She spoke of him highly in front of the media and appreciated him for supporting her during her breast cancer days. She entered into a relationship with model Andres Velencoso in 2008. They broke up in the year 2013. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2005 when she was in the middle of her Showgirl tour. She had to cancel the tour in order to undergo surgery and chemotherapy. When she was recovering at the hospital, the then Australian Prime Minister John Howard issued a public statement supporting Kylie in her battle against cancer. She was appreciated worldwide for sharing her experience with cancer diagnosis to make people more aware of it.